Hello, I am Purnima Sontakke from BPharm third year. Welcome to my presentation. Today I am presenting drugs acting on uterus. Drugs acting on uterus can primarily affect the endometrium or myometrium. The most important drugs affecting endometrium are estrogens, progestins, and their antagonists. Myometrium receives both sympathetic and parasympathetic innervations. Autonomic drugs can affect its motility. However, directly acting drugs are most important and have selective action. The responsiveness of myometrium to drugs is markedly affected by the hormonal and gestational status. Drugs acting on uterus are categorized into two main parts: uterine stimulants and tocolytics. Tocolytics means uterine relaxants. So firstly, uterine stimulants are divided into four types: posterior pituitary hormone, ergot alkaloids, prostaglandins, miscellaneous agent. Posterior pituitary hormones includes oxytocin, desamino oxytocin. Ergot alkaloids includes ergometrin, methyl ergometrin. Prostaglandins include PGE2, PGF2 alpha, 15 methyl PGF2 alpha, misoprostol. Miscellaneous agents contain ethacridine, quinine. Tocolytics are also divided into five types: adrenergic agonists, ritodrine, isoxaprine, salbutamol, terbutaline, CCBS, nifedipine, oxytocin blockers, atosibane, MgSO4, miscellaneous. So firstly we discuss about the oxytocin. Oxytocin is a non-appetite secreted by the posterior pituitary along with the vasopressin. Below the diagram is showing that the pituitary hormone are first used in labor in 1909. Both oxytocin and ADH are synthesized within the nerve cell bodies in supraoptic and paraventricular nuclei of hypothalamus, are transported down the axon and stored in the nerve endings within the neurohypophysis. They are stored in separate neurons as complexes with their specific binding proteins, that is neurophycins, to form granules, both released by stimuli appropriate for oxytocin, that is coitus, parturition, suckling, or for ADH, that is hypertonic saline infusion, water deprivation, hemorrhage, etc., or non-specific, that is pain and abrasions. The action of oxytocin on different organs are as below. Firstly, oxytocin action on uterus. On uterus due to oxytocin, oxytocin increases the force and frequency of uterine contractions. Estrogen sensitize the uterus to oxytocin, increase oxytocin receptors. At term, the increased contractility is restricted to the fundus and body lower segment is relaxed. Oxytocin increases PG synthesis and release by the endometrium, which may contribute to the contractile response. Mechanism of action. Action of oxytocin on myometrium is independent of internatia. Specific glycoprotein coupled oxytocin receptors, which mediate the response mainly by the depolarization of muscle fiber, influx of calcium ions, phosphoinositide hydrolyzed IP3 mediated intracellular release of calcium ions. Second, the action of oxytocin is on breast. Oxytocin contracts the myoepithelial of mammary alveoli and forces milk sinusoids, that is milk injection reflex. Below the action of oxytocin is, I have categorized into the table form. Firstly, the suckling of breast occurs, then stimulates the touch receptor present around the nipple and areola. Then afferent impulses reach hypothalamus along ascending tract in spinal cord. Then stimulation of paraventricular nucleus occur. Then more impulses along hypothalamo-hypophyseal tract to posterior pituitary gland occur, then release of oxytocin into circulation happen, then oxytocin brings about contraction of myoepithelial cells in the breast, and then the injection of milk is occur. On CVS, conventional doses used in obstetrics have no effect on BP. Higher doses causes vasodilation, brief fall in BP, relaxed tachycardia and flushing. The umbilical vessels are macroconstricted. Oxytocin might help in their closure at birth. On kidney, oxytocin in high doses exerts ADH-like action. Urine is decreased. Pulmonary edema can occur if large amount of IV fluids oxytocin are infused together. Conventional doses are without any effect. Physiological role in labor, milk injection reflex and in neurotransmission. In labor, oxytocin is released during labor and the uterus is highly sensitive to it at this time. In milk injection reflex, suckling induces oxytocin release from pituitary which contact the myoepithelial cells. Neurotransmission. Oxytocin occurs to function as a peptide neurotransmitter of oxytocinergic neurons in the hypothalamus and brainstem to regulate autonomic outflow. Pharmacokinetics of oxytocin. Oxytocin is inactive orally administered by intramuscular or intravascular routes, rarely by intranasal spray. Rapidly degraded in liver and kidney. Plasma. The T-half of plasma is occurs within 6 to 12 minutes. Pregnant uterus and placenta elaborate a specific aminopeptidase called oxytocinase. Unitage and preparations. IU of oxytocin is 2 microgram of pure hormone. Then uses. There are many uses. First use is induction of labor. In case of post-maturity or prematurely intoxemia of pregnancy, diabetic mother, erythroblastosis, ruptured membranes or placental insufficiency, oxytocin is given by slow IV infusions. 5 IU is dilated in 500 ml glucose or saline solution, that is 10 milli IU per ml. Usually a total of 2-4 is needed. Then used in uterine inertia. In uterine inertia, when uterine contractions are feeble and labor is not progressing satisfactorily, oxytocin can be infused by IV route. In postpartum hemorrhage or cesarean sections, oxytocin 5 IU may be injected by intramuscular or by intravenous infusion for an immediate response, especially in hypertensive women in whom ergometrin is contraindicated. Fourth is breast engorgement. In breast, it may occur due to insufficient milk injection reflex. Oxytocin is effective only in such cases. An intranasal spray may be given few minutes before suckling. And fifth use is oxytocin challenge test. It is performed to determine uteroplacental adequacy in high risk pregnancy. Oxytocin is infused by intravenous route at low concentration. Next are the adverse effects produced to strong uterine contraction, forcing the presenting part through incompletely dilated birth canal, causing maternal and fetal soft tissue injury, rupture of uterus, fetal asphyxia and death. Then water intoxication. This occurs due to ADH-like action of large doses given along with IV fluids, especially in taxonomia of pregnancy and renal efficiency. Desamoxytocin. Buccal formulation. Action is similar to injected oxytocin but less consistent. Carbetocin. It is long-acting analog of oxytocin. Then we see the hormones used or action of hormones on uterine. The hormones are ergotamine and methyl ergotamine. Both have similar pharmacological action. Firstly, we see the pharmacological action on uterus. They increases the force, frequency and duration of uterine contraction. At low doses, contractions are phasic with normal relaxation in between, but only moderate increases in dose rises basal tone. Next on CVS, ergotamine and methyl ergotamine are much weaker vasoconstrictors than ergotamine and have low propi- propensity to cause endothelial damage, though they can raise BP. This is not significant at dose used in endothelial damage. Next on CNS, no over effects occur at usual doses. High doses produce complex action, partial antagonist interaction with adrenergic, serotonergic, and dopaminergic receptors in brain. On GIT, high doses can increase peristalsis. Pharmacokinetics of ergotamine and methyl ergotamine. Rapidly absorbed from the oral route, the onset of uterine action is via oral route, it is 15 minutes. Via intramuscular route, it is 5 minutes. Via intravenous, it is almost immediate. Means through intravenous, it occurs very immediate action. They are partly metabolized in liver, excreted in urine, plasma. T-half, it takes 1 to 2 hours. Effects of the single does last up to 3 to 4 hours. The adverse effect, less toxic than ergotamine, inhibits prolactin release. Mostly used are these two. Next, ergotamine should be avoided in the patients with vascular disease, hypertension, taxonomia. They are contraindicated during the pregnancy and before the third stage of labor. The uses, to control and prevent postpartum hemorrhage after cesarean section or instrumental delivery, to ensure normal evolution, diagnosis of variant angina. Then the next drug is prostaglandins, PGE2, PGE2 alpha and 15 methyl PGF2 alpha are potent uterine stimulants, especially in the latter part of the pregnancy, and causes ripening of the cervix. Their actions and use is described in peptic ulcer. Next, peptic ulcer. Next are the uterine relaxants, that is tocolytics, that is also known as tocolytics. These drugs are which decrease the uterine motility. They have been used to delay or postpone the labor, arrest threaten abortion and in dysmenorrhea. Prevention of premature labor in those at higher risk due to past history has been attempted by administration of high dose of progesterone in the latter half of pregnancy with some success. Contraindications of the use of tocolytics is membrane have ruptured, antepartum hemorrhage is occurring, in severe taxonomy of pregnancy, intrauterine infection or fetal death. These are categorized into 5 forms, means these 5 in this way these 5 are used, that is adrenergic agonist, calcium channel blockers, oxytocin antagonist, magnesium sulfate, miscellaneous drugs. Firstly, we see the adrenergic agonist. Ritodrine, the beta 2 selective agonist, approved to suppress premature labor and delay to delivery in case of fetal distress. Contractions are kept within. This is very selectively used drug, that is ritodrine. Then the salbutamol and terbutaline can be used as alternative to ritodrine. Then another drug used androgenic agonist is isoxazoline, that is oral or via intramuscular, has been used to stop threatening abortion but efficacy was uncertain. Then the calcium channel blockers reduce the tone of myometrium and oppose contraction. Nifedipine has prominent smooth muscle relaxant action, can postpone labor. Oral nifedipine, it is 10 milligram 10 mg repeated once or twice after 20 to 30 minutes, followed by 10 mg 6 hourly has been used. Tachycardia and hypotension are prominent. Reduced placental perfusion causing fetal hypoxia is apprehended. Then the oxytocin antagonist. Atosiban is a peptide analog of oxytocin that acts as antagonist at the oxytocin receptor. In clinical trials, it has been found to suppress premature uterine contraction and postpone pre-maternal delivery with fewer cardiovascular and metabolic complications than beta-2 androgenic agonist. In Europe and UK, it is available for inhibition of labor between 24 to 33 weeks of gestation period. Then the magnesium sulfate. Infused IV, it is a first line drug for prevention and treatment of seizure. In preeclampsia, it also acts as tocolytic by competing with calcium ions for entry into myometrium through both voltage sensitive as well as ligand gated calcium ion channels. However, its use to delay premature labor is risky, may increase perinatal mortality, and is not recommended nowadays. Lastly, the miscellaneous drugs. They include both ethyl alcohol, nitrates, progesterone, general anesthetics, and endomethacin, that is PG synthesis inhibitors, are the other drugs which can depress the uterine contraction. These are the drugs which have active action on the uterus, which I have been explaining in my presentation. Thank you.